U.S.-Israel Binational Science Foundation, also known as BSF, promotes academic relations between the U.S. and Israel by supporting innovative, collaborative research across a wide range of scientific disciplines.
The US-Israel Binational Science Foundation is the main, even the only source of research funding that drives collaboration between the two countries.
The concept of BSF was conceived by the Israeli government and brought to fruition by the late Yitzhak Rabin, then serving as Israel's ambassador to the U.S. Rabin saw the need for an academic partnership between the U.S. and Israel and created what today has become a beacon of scientific collaboration between the two countries.
I think the key to the BSF is that it's one of the few funding agencies that funds basic science.
People forget that everything is based on basic science. So without this foundation, there will be no high-tech, there will be no innovation. Agencies such as the BSF, which promote basic science, are super important for promoting science in general in Israel, and in this case, Israel and the US.
On a yearly basis, BSF receives roughly 350 collaborative research proposals that undergo a rigorous review. Expert panels for about 20 sub-disciplines evaluate the ad hoc reviews and provide the foundation with their funding recommendations. The Board of Governors decides on the number of awards and the total grant provided to each.
In order to be eligible to submit proposal, the applicant has to have a tenure-track position or an MD. Each proposal has to have at least one US PI and one Israeli PI.
Since its inception in 1972, the BSF has awarded over $1 billion to over 5,500 research projects of the highest quality. Many of these have led to important scientific, medical, and technological breakthroughs. It has also facilitated access to leading U.S. investigators and to the unrivaled infrastructure of American science.
Having that large mass of knowledge base and experience in the United States to tap into through the BSF allows Israeli researchers to be part of a much larger story, a much larger base.
The BSF program really sets us on a trajectory to kind of get more grants, more collaborations, more papers. Really, it's like a seed grant.
This exchange, really in-person visit in the lab in the US and his visit in the lab in Israel really promotes the collaboration and the collaborative science.
Some 14,000 grantees have embarked on joint research projects across all 50 states. These grantees are effective ambassadors who tell the success story of U.S.-Israel academic relations as scientific collaboration.
Beside the science, it creates human links. So bridge between scientists is bridge between human. And at the end of the day, this is what we need to have better understanding, better relationship.
The main goal of this scientific foundation is to promote good science on both sides of the ocean.
This contributes to humanity, it contributes to science, it contributes to the relationship between the United States and Israel.
Excellence through collaboration is BSF's core value. It is measured through the opportunity our awards provide and the impact of the research outcomes, like high-ranking publications and keynotes at professional conferences.
In a lot of fields of science now, science has become very multidisciplinary because there are so many different subspecialties that in order to accomplish something, you need people from different specialties in order to do the project and answer the questions properly.
It's important to exchange ideas, exchange expertise, and also point of views and cultures. They affect the way we think about scientific questions, and the diversity is really important.
When you match two unparalleled expertise, you get something which you could not get with the expertises separately. So we are gaining from each other's knowledge, and we bring to life new things which we think could not happen without this collaboration.
BSF awards allow early and mid-career scientists in both countries to jumpstart international collaborations and establish themselves favorable for tenure and promotion at their universities.
Receiving a BSF grant is sort of a badge of honor.
BSF is not only a funding agency, it has incredibly high standards for who would get funding. Having been involved in the review process of the BSF. I know that whoever is funded by BSF is really doing world-class science.
Scientists with BSF awards offer exciting research projects to their graduate students, and they form an integral part of the scientific and cultural exchange between the participating laboratories. Israeli students often choose to pursue their postdoctoral training in the US, in following which they become competitive candidates for academic appointments back home. Many Israeli scientists are second, third, or even fourth generation BSF awardees.
Over here, I'm already about 40 years in the business. I succeed to get 11 BSF plus BSF NSF grants. So a substantial part of my activity was funded by BSF.
With the help of the BSF, I had the opportunity to pursue a project that was very dear to my heart. It really allowed us to explore a completely new, uncharted area in biology.
Since moving to Israel in '99, I have benefited from 3 BSF grants, and that's really enabled me to pursue my researches, to advance them in a way that I would not have been able to do without that support.
Many of our awardees have won prestigious awards, including 48 Nobel laureates and numerous recipients of the Turing Awards, Fields Medal, and Wolf Prize. Many others are members of either the Israel Academy of Sciences and Humanities or the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine.
Funds received from the BSF were critical in our major contribution to science. We made critical discoveries on epigenetics, and all of the initial research were all supported by the BSF.
In recent years, the BSF has launched a set of joint funding programs with the U.S. National Science Foundation, or NSF. This set of NSF-BSF programs has expanded rapidly and is becoming an important vehicle to augment the scientific ties between the two countries.
The NSF-BSF came as one of the vehicles to increase the scientific collaboration between the two countries.
The NSF-BSF partnership gave the BSF an opportunity to enlarge the budget it gives the Israeli PIs.
By joining with the NSF, the American partner are not limited with the funds. So they can apply for as much as they need to conduct the whole experiment, and we can apply for the whole funds of the BSF.
The impacts of the BSF are manifold. Academically, U.S.-Israeli research collaboration drives research excellence through complementary expertise and matching different science cultures.
The level of science in Israel nowadays makes it very attractive for American scientists to collaborate with Israelis. So collaboration between these two countries in science and technology is a win-win situation.
Some technology is better in the US, some is better here in Israel. Quite often we use complementary methodologies, so there's an exchange of this knowledge.
One of the long-term benefits of BSF-sponsored projects for US-based researchers is the opportunity to vet Israeli students as postdoctoral fellows in their research program. Not only have these students received excellent research training, they also bring a degree of maturity and leadership skills that are beneficial to the US PI's research group.
The American researcher leans on the output of their postdocs. I think the main gain for American collaborators is the interaction and exposure to the Israeli postdocs.
On the Israeli side, participation of graduate students in BSF projects makes a significant contribution to higher education in Israel, where 3 universities and 1 academic hospital rank in the global top 100. Students and postdocs trained in the U.S. on BSF-funded projects advance to senior research positions in academy and industry in Israel, contributing to the workforce behind the technology development and innovation of Startup Nation.
I really believe that the BSF has the potential to impact humanity and to improve the quality of life of people.